Damn it, Bobby, this just ain't right.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bobreacts. We back with another video, and today we got this one by the flight mic. It's called Caitlin Clark declares war on the WNBA. Let's see what he got.
As a coach of the home team, there's going to be a lot of people cheering for that other side.
Angel Reese potentially winning Rookie of the Year, that'd be the best thing in the world for Caitlin Clark. It would also be the best thing in the world for the WNBA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially gone about 2 weeks without
Colin Coward might be on to something right there, bro. I like that. I like the way he thinking.
brand new WNBA drama, which I think is a world record for this YouTube channel. But something that we've been waiting for a very long time from Caitlin Clark has officially happened, and no, we're not talking about deep three-pointers. So before we get to the content, we are on the grind to 1 million subscribers. We are officially less than 25,000 subscribers away from hitting the goal. So if you want to help us reach that goal, just check to see if you're subscribed. And now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro.
Man, this long ass intro. Nah, for real. Help that boy Mike get to a milli. A schmilly willy.
Games. The other night I made the prize picks for the sponsor. Mike check 1212.
I'm gonna go get a refill of my drink real fast.
What's going on, everybody? From the very beginning, it seemed like everybody was out for Caitlin Clark. It's something that really didn't make a lot of sense if you think about it, because over the past couple years, women really didn't have intense rivalries with one another in the WNBA, and if they did, it wasn't as prominent as it is now, because everybody was on the same team. Let's try to get way more viewership on the WNBA so we could all get paid. Don't get me wrong, women were still getting very frustrated, especially when NBA legends are quote-unquote mansplaining how to make the WNBA more entertaining, such as when they did this.
So in beach volleyball, the women's net is maybe half an inch lower. You think if we just lower the rim so y'all could dunk like we dunk, that'll give y'all more oomph than you already have?
No.
Cause listen, y'all are doing the step backs, the pull back, y'all doing everything we're doing, but I don't see a lot of people going up with two hands and, back.
Oh, it's coming.
People that don't watch WNBA basketball.
Where though? Where? Nah, low key. This might be the only time I really agree with one of Shaq's takes, because usually I don't fuck with what Shaq has to say most of the time, but nah, he's actually kind of spitting facts right now. If we were able to lower the rim for WNBA, dog, do you understand how many more viewers that shit will get? People would love to see getting dunked on. Come on, you can't tell me you wouldn't want to see Candace Parker yam on a. Come on, bro. Same way y'all tune in to watch Ja Morant yam on a lil nigga. Like, it's the same way we would want to see, you know what I'm saying, a dominant WNBA player yam on another bitch. That would be tough, bro. I fuck with what Shaq got to say, and Candace Parker sitting there being like, nah, it's coming. I'm sorry, Candace, but like, bro, how long has the WNBA been in existence? Since like the 90s or 80s or something, and we've yet to see anybody have like a real dunk like that. No, bro, lower the dunks for the females, please. They're built with a smaller stature for a smaller, for a smaller hoop. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
That'll give y'all more oomph than you already have?
No.
Cause listen, y'all are doing the step backs, the pull back, y'all doing everything we're doing, but I don't see a lot of people going up with two hands and, back.
Oh, it's coming.
People that don't watch WNBA basketball,
when is it coming?
What can we do to get those fans to tune in? And I was like, why can't we lower the goal to at least 9.5 feet? Because I think for somebody that don't watch WNBA basketball, to have women dunking on other women would definitely bring more excitement to that game.
Yes, it would.
Do you think that the game will get more watch if the rims were a little bit shorter?
I'm very glad you asked this, because this is probably one of the most offensive questions you can ask a WNBA player. We're constantly being compared to men. We have people excelling at a 10-foot rim, and now you want us to lower.
Who is excelling at the 10-foot rim? Please tell me. Who's excelling at the 10-foot rim? I don't really think it's an offensive question. The way he asks it is the most respectful way you can ask a WNBA player. Think about it. God did not make women equally the same as men, like body-wise, structure-wise, muscle-wise. We have more mass. It's easier for us to get up and yam that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's just scientifically it's proven. So for the fact that these WNBA players are still taking offense to these types of questions and claims, like, be real with yourself. Stop. Get over yourself. We get it. You're in the WNBA, but there's still levels to this. Even when you get to the NBA as a man, there's still levels to that. Like, come on, get over yourself, bro. Lower the rim.
The rim so we can continually be compared, only to still be criticized to appease people who don't want to watch it for what it is.
Well, the craziest part is you could tell that a lot of the females in the WNBA were completely delusional about how the business aspect of the WNBA worked. Because typically this request from Kelsey Plum would make a lot of sense.
In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts, you see these every year, these contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's one of those things that we are not asking you to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking you to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah, because every video is like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets paid that, right?
So I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like, for example, they sell my jersey in Mandalay Bay. I don't get a...
Okay, let's be real. I mean, I've heard of Kelsey Plum. I've seen some of her highlights. She's not getting paid the same as LeBron. Only person in WNBA that might get paid the same as LeBron is probably A'ja Wilson. That's about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably the only one who's getting paid as much as LeBron. I will say 5 to 6 years, bro, Caitlin Clark is going to be getting that Steph Curry, LeBron, like that Jason Tatum type check. You feel me?
Dime.
You don't get any money from jersey sales?
That's crazy.
Well, the thing is the WNBA is being subsidized by the NBA. Originally, they were losing about $10 million a year subsidizing their product, and that number has since ballooned to over $50 million a year. The reason? Well, the WNBA also decided to recently take chartered flights to games. So now the NBA is losing even more money on the WNBA, but it's starting to pay off here, primarily because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. We're gonna talk about their Rookie of the Year race in our next video. We have a deep dive on that, and that's a whole separate conversation because it's fantastic to watch these two go for it. But Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are essentially the WNBA's version of Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. I mean, these two rivalry against each other going all the way back to college, and it's definitely dragged on into the WNBA. But the thing is there's no question about it. Caitlin Clark was the more highly touted prospect coming out of the NCAA, and her stars shone so brightly that it seemed like other WNBA players didn't really like it so much. Caitlin Clark would get attacked in games, whether it was via harsh fouls or if it was one of Angel Reese's teammates, Kennedy Carter, literally attacking her. The craziest part about this is Kennedy Carter wouldn't add fuel to the fire or explain the rationale behind her decisions.
It seemed like she turned you a little bit.
Yeah.
Bro, lately I've been seeing these crazy TikToks about Kennedy Carter, bro. Y'all gotta chill, bro. She has a family. She's a person too, bro.
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions. Did she say anything to you? I don't know what she said.
I'm trying to see if she got 10 toes.
But it's got to happy about because Angel Reese literally celebrated when it happened. This led us all the way to the Olympics, where the women's Team USA basketball team was announced, and Caitlin Clark was not invited to participate in Team USA. And believe me, we're gonna get to the part where Caitlin Clark finally gets her revenge in just a sec. All this ties in together beautifully. It seems like the old guard had it out for Caitlin Clark in the very beginning. I mean, look at what Diana Taurasi said about Caitlin Clark back in April of 2024.
Look, SVP, reality is coming. There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it. You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're gonna come with some...
Hold on. I hate that I have to do this. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta break out the facts. You know what I mean? So the Fever are third in the East Conference. The Mercury are fourth in their conference. Now let's just look at the standings as a whole. All right, Diana Taurasi. I guess I don't even really have to say much. This speaks for itself. Y'all are 500. They're 11-4. They're just under 500. So really, what was you talking all that shit for, Diana? Because y'all are both now in the same spot. I don't know, bro. There's levels to this shit? Apparently not, bro, because y'all both have pretty much the same record.
That's just life. We all went through it. You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie. And, it might take a little bit longer for some people.
So Clark wouldn't get invited to the Olympic team. And she
Holy
took it in
yeah.
stride. The bullshit reason was because they were worried about the fact that her fans would be annoyed that she wasn't on the floor and getting that much playing time. The real reason is obvious. WNBA stars don't like Caitlin Clark. They don't like how popular she's becoming. It doesn't matter that viewership is going up tremendously for the...
Yes, because what other reason would you not have Caitlin Clark, who's already been drafted? It would honestly be like, and I know that we're talking rookies, but it would be like leaving Anthony Edwards off the USA team roster. That's honestly like the fairest comparison I could give. At that point, if you were to leave Ant-Man off of the USA roster, we would all suggest that it's because the niggas on the team don't fuck with him. What other reason would you not have Caitlin Clark on the team? The other don't fuck with her.
The WNBA.
Oh my gosh,
it doesn't matter
bro.
that basketball
Come
fans
on.
are actually enjoying the WNBA for the first time. It doesn't matter that you wouldn't know who Angel Reese, DeJona Carrington, Kennedy Carter, or Monica McNutt
Shut your dumb ass.
Clark never entered the WNBA. There was clear jealousy going on here. But I understand being jealous of one another. Hell, I'd be honest, I'm jealous of DeAndre Ayton. The guy was drafted #1 overall to a team that eventually consistently competed, got paid maximum money, had God-given talent, and he really didn't do much with it. I'm jealous of Ben Simmons. He was in the same exact situation with the Philadelphia 76ers.
As a Suns fan, bro, I will say we fucked up. Straight up, we fucked up in the draft. We're not a well drafting team. I'll say that. We passed up on Luka and Trae Young within the same 2 or 3 picks for DeAndre Ayton, bro, who doesn't even really have a significant role on his new team in Portland. Like, come on, bro.
Didn't want to put the work in to develop a jump shot. I would love to be in either of those situations.
Ben Simmons was bro.
Tackle DeAndre Ayton or Ben Simmons in the middle of a game. You might be wondering why I'm bringing up the Olympics drama. Well, the coach of the Team USA Olympic team is none other than Cheryl Reeve, the team that Caitlin Clark went up against on Sunday. Things would get really spicy between the two. There was a conspiracy theory that Cheryl Reeve didn't want Caitlin Clark on the team either. But you can tell things finally hit a boiling point when Angel Reese attacked Caitlin Clark in their last meetup with one another. Fans would say that it was a play on the ball, but it was a flagrant clearly, and it seemed like the animosity between these two hit an all-time high. Angel Reese wouldn't really take accountability on it, saying this.
For inside, I think we were playing really hard. I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls, and going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle.
Which is kind of insane, because if the WNBA is going to start getting larger contracts to all of its players, it's going to be because of the revenue generated from the fact that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have this awesome rivalry versus. And you would think that the WNBA would try to prop that up as much as possible, rather than attempting to injure Caitlin Clark. But that doesn't seem to be the case. The very first time this happened, when Kennedy Carter attacked Caitlin Clark, fans were upset that the Indiana Fever didn't have an enforcer, a Charles Oakley, or a Ron Artest, or
a Draymond, literally, bro.
World Peace, whatever you want to call him now, or a Draymond Green to defend Caitlin Clark to make sure that she's not in these situations
literally
anymore.
Bro, if I see somebody do that to my teammate, I'm not even a Draymond type of bro, but I might crash the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you trying to fuck with the best player on my team, nah, bro, I can't go for that. Come on, bro.
for. But you could see
can't go for that.
Caitlin Clark has decided to take things in her own hands. When Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever took on the Washington Mystics, you could tell that Caitlin Clark started to get a little bit more aggressive with Julie Van Loo. Now, there are multiple angles of this incident.
Hey, who's 33? Who is 33 on Caitlin's team? Get her off the team, bruh. If you react, if you're my teammate and I'm trying to get aggressive and you react like this, I'm telling coach to kick you off the team, bruh.
When Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever took on the Washington Mystics, you could tell that Caitlin Clark started to get a little bit more aggressive with Julie Van Loo. Now, there are multiple angles of this incident, and it's really up to you to determine whether or not Julie Van Loo and Caitlin Clark's altercation was justified. From this perspective, it looks like Caitlin Clark is instigating, but when you take a look at it from this perspective, it completely paints a much different story. From this perspective, you can tell that Caitlin Clark is shoving Van Loo because she doesn't appreciate the fact that she's flopping, even telling her to stop it. I believe that's what the lips
So
are
I'm
reading,
saying, stop with that bullshit.
What she's saying in the comment section down below. And there were rumors that Caitlin Clark has always been this type of player to get underneath other players' skins. And I don't necessarily know if that's the truth or not, but what I could tell you is it seems like Caitlin Clark is finally starting to declare war on the rest of the WNBA. I mean, before she was taking the high road, I mean, when Angel Reese called her out, she praised Angel Reese by saying this.
I think, what she's done with her platform has been absolutely incredible. She has an entire fan base that has supported her and what she did at, Maryland and then LSU. Like, obviously, I've played her for a very long time and she's been a tremendous player. So, it's been fun getting to compete again.
Damn, she played at Maryland? I had no clue.
I think it's been really good for the game. Like, people just love seeing great matchups. But also, at the same time, like, people tune in for these matchups, but then they get to see how amazing these teams are. And then they find new players to support and continue to come back for them, too. So
that, Caitlin. That, bro. Crash out, dog.
Another benefit of it, honestly.
If she didn't make it to Team USA, she also took the high road.
What was your level of disappointment not hearing your name on the roster?
Honestly, no disappointment. Like, I think it just gives you something to work for. It's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there. And I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, I can be there.
Every opportunity she got, she decided to take the high road with the media. But it seems like she's playing it a little bit more aggressively now. And probably the best example would be none other than when the Minnesota Lynx took on the Indiana Fever on Sunday. So Cheryl Reeve was asked during a pregame press conference about the fact that there is a pro-Fever crowd while they're playing at home. And you can tell based off of her reaction, she's pissed.
It's all around the league. But as a coach of the home team, there's going to be a lot of people cheering for that other side. I mean, I'll get how about one? Not even one.
You could say, Mike, you're over-exaggerating this. But at the same time, you have to understand the backstory behind these two. If Cheryl Reeve wanted Caitlin Clark on Team USA's basketball team, Caitlin Clark would have been on Team USA's basketball team.
Oh, yeah,
There's no
easy.
question in fans' minds that had to do with Caitlin Clark not being included. At the same time, I could understand being annoyed with constantly being asked about Caitlin Clark. But when you take a look at the way Caitlin Clark approached this game, it tells a different story. I mean, the aggression in this game was off the charts. Over here, Caitlin Clark would steal the ball and then eventually have contact to the face of Cecilia Zandalicini. So this is causing people to say that she's a poor sport, but at the same time, you have to look at it from her perspective. This girl's getting her ass kicked physically on the basketball court and is still taking it in stride. But eventually, Caitlin Clark would get the game-winning rebound and then hype up the Pro Fever crowd, even though they're on the road, and stare down Cheryl Reeve. The craziest part was when Cheryl Reeve was asked
I like that
about
attitude.
Caitlin
I like
Clark
that.
on future Team USA national team.
Nah, playing with Caitlin Clark in her rookie season has to be like when you first get your 60 overall in 2K. In that first year in 2K, it's just like you getting hack-a-shacked. You just trying to take free throws. You just trying to get open shots. That's got to be what Caitlin Clark's first year has to be, bro. It's got to be tough.
When Cheryl Reeve was asked about Caitlin Clark on future Team USA national teams, she would respond saying, "Why the hell would I answer a national team question? I'm wearing Lynx, and I'm the head coach of the national team, but I'm not the chair of the committee. Anybody want to venture into anything else?" Personally, I'm happy to see Caitlin Clark finally get some revenge against the WNBA, and at least firing back at the people that she feels like are snubbing her, and
That was
especially
nasty.
showing the world that she can't be walked all over. But let me know in the comment section down
Hell
below what
yeah.
you guys think about all this. Do you think Caitlin Clark was always this way with being the aggressor?
I'm actually genuinely happy she's finally taking, you know what I'm saying, she's standing up for herself. Shit, let me know down below what y'all thought about this whole video, this whole situation with Caitlin Clark, the WNBA. I'm genuinely happy she's taking a stand for herself and saying, nah, fuck all the bullshit. Because in a couple of years, this is gonna be her league. You know what I mean? So all this hatred and all this BS going on right now, it's all for nothing. Because she's gonna be the face of the league. If injuries don't ruin her, she's gonna be the next Curry, she's gonna be the next LeBron, a WNBA. So put some respect on her name. That's all I'm trying to say. Let me know down below though. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to your boy. We almost at 400. We at 350, so I'm gonna have to change my little number joint. Let me know down below though. Thanks for fucking with your boy. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.